Boxing Nation, where boxing lives, breathes, and breaks down. Today we're going deep, division by division, to break down every current world champion in boxing across all four major sanctioning bodies: WBC, WBA, IBF, and WBO. But we're not just listing the names. I'm giving you the story behind the belt and what makes each fighter special, where the division stands currently. Let's break it all down. First up, we have heavyweight at 200 plus pounds. WBC, WBA, Super, and WBO, Alexander Usyk holds. Daniel Dubois holds the IBF. Alexander Usyk is a former undisputed Cruiserweight champ who moved up and dominated Anthony Joshua twice. Elite footwork, southpaw angles, and ring IQ make him one of the smartest heavyweights in recent history. Daniel Dubois got the IBF belt through politics in the division, but he's still very dangerous, has great power, and improving his defense every fight. The WBC interim title is with Ajit Kabayel, and Joseph Parker holds the WBO interim strap, but Alexander Usyk is the man at the top until proven otherwise. At cruiserweight, 200 pounds, Gilberto Zurdo Ramirez holds the WBO and the WBA belts. Jay Opetaia holds the IBF. Badou Jack holds the WBC. Zurdo Ramirez, once a super middleweight, has reinvented himself at cruiserweight with slick combination punching and good size. Jay Opetaia is arguably one of the best here, undefeated, with dominant speed, skill, and toughness. Badou Jack is a veteran with close wins and a few losses in multiple divisions. He's aging, but he's still a problem for anybody in this current division. He's aging, but he's still a problem for anybody in this division. Light heavyweight, 175 pounds. The WBO, IBF, and WBA, all held by Dimitri Bivol. The WBC, held by David Benavidez. Dimitri Bivol is a master of range, discipline, and timing. He made his name by beating Canelo Alvarez and dominates with a high ring IQ. David Benavidez just moved up to 175 pounds, had a fight with David Morrell, and is an offensive monster with fast hands and pressure. If these two meet, we might get a real classic. Super middleweight, we have undisputed Canelo Alvarez. Say what you want, Canelo is still the man at 168 pounds. He fought names like Gennady Golovkin, Plant, Saunders, Charlo, Jaime Munguia. His power to the body, counterpunching ability, and elite defense in close range still gives him the edge. The young lions are circling. Now at middleweight, 160 pounds, Janibek Alimkhanuly holds the WBO and the IBF. Lara, he holds the WBA. Lara, he holds the WBA. Carlos Adames holds the WBC. Janibek is a technical southpaw with real power, often compared to guys like Triple G. Lara, though he's aging, he still remains slick and extremely sharp. Carlos Adames, he's extremely explosive with speed and aggression. The division is wide open and unifications are needed. Junior middleweight, 154 pounds. WBO and the WBC, held by Sebastian Fundora. Bakram Murtazaliev holds the IBF. Terrence Bud Crawford holds the WBA. Jermell Charlo in recess Sebastian Fundora, the 6'5" freak of nature, uses volume and range to overwhelm his opponents. Bakram Murtazaliev is a lesser known name, but he's still technically sharp. Terrence Bud Crawford, a 3-division champ who just moved up. He's a master at switch hitting, timing, and adjusting mid-fight. Next up, we have welterweight, 147 pounds. The WBO is held by Brian Norman Jr. IBF and WBA held by Jaron Boots Ennis. WBC held by Mario Barrios. Boots Ennis is the most explosive talent in the division. Speed, power, ring IQ, switch hitting ability. He's the full package. Mario Barrios is disciplined, tough, and has bounced back well from losses. Brian Norman Jr. is still relatively unproven, but he holds the WBO strap. The post-Crawford Spence era is starting, and Boots might take over. Junior welterweight, 140 pounds. Teofimo Lopez Jr., who just put on a sensational performance against Arnold Barboza, he holds the WBO belt at 140 pounds. Richardson Hitchins holds the IBF. Gary Antoine Russell holds the WBA. He also just put on a great performance against Rayo Valenzuela. Alberto Puello, he holds the WBC. Devin Haney in recess. Teofimo is flashy and powerful, still growing into his mindset at 140 pounds. Richardson Hitchins is slick, patient, and calculated. Gary Antoine Russell brings constant pressure and volume. This is a stacked division with some serious heat. We have lightweight, 135 pounds. The WBO belt is held by Keyshawn Davis. Vasil High-Tech Lomachenko holds the IBF. Gervonta Tank Davis holds the WBA. And Shakur Stevenson holds the WBC. Gervonta Tank Davis is the star knockout artist with elite timing and power. Shakur Stevenson is a real technician, possibly one of the most defensively sound fighters in the game. Vasil High-Tech Lomachenko might be aging, but he's still one of the most creative and brilliant boxers alive. Keyshawn, the businessman Davis, is a hungry rising star. 135 is a Shark Tank. Junior lightweight, Emmanuel Navarrete holds the WBO. Lamont Roach Jr., who just fought Gervonta Tank Davis at 135, holds the WBA. O'Shaquie Foster holds the WBC, and the IBF is vacant. Emmanuel Navarrete is awkward, but a high volume and extremely tough. O'Shaquie Foster is disciplined, he's slick, and has real ring generalship. Lamont Roach Jr. is underrated with solid technique. I believe that he put up a much better performance against Gervonta Tank Davis than a lot of fans thought he would have. So he does deserve the shine. Next up at featherweight, 126 pounds. We have Rafael Espinoza, who just put on a tremendous masterclass. He holds the WBO. Angelo Leo holds the IBF. Nick Ball holds the WBA. Stephen Fulton holds the WBC. Ray Vargas in recess. Rafael Espinoza is a pressure fighter with solid fundamentals. Possibly one of the tallest featherweights there ever was. Nick Ball and Angelo Leo are extremely aggressive and gritty. Stephen Fulton, formerly at 122 pounds, brings skill and movement. And he's just a tremendous fighter now that he's with Bozy Ennis, the father of Jerron Boots Ennis. Next up, we have junior featherweight, 122 pounds. And I'm going to end it here. Undisputed, Naoya the Monster Inoue. No debate, Naoya Inoue is top 3 pound for pound. He's precise. He has great power. Adjust mid-fight. He wiped out Fulton, Neary, Taples with ease. The king of the lower weights, Naoya the Monster Inoue. Remember the name. I know there's a few other divisions, but I wanted to hit on the ones that are the biggest to me. So that's your complete breakdown of every boxing champion in 2025 with context and backstory. Drop your favorite champion in the comments below and let me know who you think will go undisputed next. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and turn on post notifications so you never miss out on an update. This is ZA, the Boxing Nation, where champions get analyzed and legends are made. And if you're new here, keep your hands up, and I'll catch you in the next one.